Hey there, superstars. It is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer, and coach from Live, Love, Give. Oh my God, I can't even speak properly today. But I am coming to you for a really quick message. I'm coming to you from the airport. My brain is fried right now. I've just spent 2 amazing days at an incredible event, really diving deep into the realm of being an entrepreneur, taking your business to the next level, and getting some expert guidance and coaching. And it's why I wanted to deliver today's message for you guys, which is all about the fact that you will succeed to the degree that you are coachable by those who have the results that you seek. Okay, and so why I wanted to talk to you guys about this message. It's not necessarily a new one. I've definitely spoken into this sort of topic a few times for you guys. But the reason why I wanted to share it with you is because I got some pretty intense coaching this afternoon, which was absolutely freaking priceless. And I wanted to share a bit of the story about what kind of happened for me. And just give you that kind of insight in terms of, you're somebody who, lets your fears and insecurities cloud your ability to actually take the advice from others, because, you take everything as a personal attack. You look at things as a criticism on your character or who you are, as opposed to, some expert advice that can actually get you towards fast tracking your success towards the results that you're after. And so what happened for me today was I had 2 brilliant coaching sessions from 2 pretty different coaches that I'm super grateful for. And one of them, the first one that I was going through, the coach actually, so I'm in a room of, there must have been about 100 people in this room. And we're all getting coached on, there's plenty of us in the room who already have businesses, and we're looking to get some expert guidance and help in terms of how do we help more people? How do we, do things even better than, how do we, add more value? How do we create a wow experience for the people that we want to help and support and impact? And so there's people who have already got that business up and running, and then there's plenty of people in the room who just, they know they want to do something like that, but they just don't have the business idea just yet, and they're playing around and needing some guidance and whatnot for that. So anyway, about 100 people in the room. And my coach, who I haven't started properly coaching with, I'm not going to be doing that until October, but I'm really excited based on the immense value I've already gotten outside of, intensive coaching. But anyway, he used me as an example today. I was very willing and very excited for him to be able to do it, actually. But what he did was he put my website that I designed and created all myself, thinking this looks good, this looks pretty, but I did technically know that there was a lot of elements on that based on my small amount of knowledge on what converts and things like that, I knew it wasn't in alignment with that. I'm not really one to follow rules. I kind of like to do my own thing. And so anyway, I created this website that I needed to have, but wasn't really doing anything with it, and he used it as an example of kind of what not to do. So you can check out my website if you really want to, vanessajanepatrick.com. And to the untrained eye, it kind of might look okay, looks good, you've got the color scheme's good or whatever you think, right, like me. But he was able to, with his expertise, go through the whole entire website in front of 100 people. It's up on the big screen, and he kind of just critiqued it from the top all the way through to the bottom. I'm not sure he said even necessarily one good thing about it, so that's funny. But anyway, I was taking notes like crazy. He was asking people, would you click on this? Would you do this? Would you do that? And people were giving, their genuine feedback on, them as a potential prospect. It was amazing. I was taking loads and loads of notes. And afterwards, I had a bunch of people come up to me and thank me, and say, thank you for, being that kind of person who put yourself out there, and, I've done that on my website, or I would have done this, and, and they were like, oh, you're so courageous. And I was thinking, I'm just so lucky, because I've got somebody who knows this stuff, who's willing to go through it with me, and if it helps other people, that's awesome. The fact is, I'm coachable, right? If I can see somebody has, some amazing knowledge that I would love, or some results, and they're genuine, and or whatever, and I'm like, take the personal element out of it, take your fears and insecurities out of it, and welcome any genuine, honest feedback that they can give based from their expertise. And so for me, it was a great experience, even though, like a lot of people probably would have been like, thought, oh no, poor me, like I'm getting criticized here and it's not good enough or whatever. But you've got to be able to take it, if you want to actually succeed. You've got to be coachable, and then what happened for me after that was I had a brilliant coaching session with another one of the coaches. I was super lucky today. Love getting coached. And he was able to actually look at what I've been doing and just go, no, get this out, get that out, shift this, change that, whatever. Again, the same thing happened. Like if you could easily be offended by, and actually he was like, oh, I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it. And I'm like, please do not, I'm not even going to let you not say that. You have to tell me, like, give me the information. I promise you're not going to hurt my feelings whatsoever, because I genuinely look at feedback, even when, if it's not comfortable to you, if it makes you feel really uncomfortable, if it upsets you, that's your work that you've got to do, and that in itself is really beneficial and valuable, because it shows you and shines light on, exactly where your fears are, where your insecurities are, where your work to be done is. So if I was really taking offense to what they had to say, I'd know, okay, I've got to do this work that they're telling me, plus I've got to do my own emotional, fear-driven, all my internal work as well. And, to be able to handle all the criticism and find immense gratitude for it is just feedback to say, all right, like, you've got your internal world sorted in this realm. Now it's all about just taking action on the expertise, the expert advice that you've been generously given, right? And that's how people succeed, with your willingness to do whatever it takes, no matter how uncomfortable, right? When we just want people to sugarcoat it, when we just want to hear the comfortable things, then ultimately we are sacrificing our potential. We're sacrificing our success. And, if that's what you want to do and that's the realm that you want to live in, then okay, fair enough. But I know any of you guys watching a video like this absolutely want to fast track your success, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to live your best life, to have the most impact and meaning. And at the end of the day, people around you, if they are criticizing you in any way, at the end of the day, you've just shone light on an insecurity for them if they are doing it from a bad place, right? You don't want to take criticism and judgment and advice from anybody who doesn't have results that you're after. And when you do get it, I think I've had some comments today on some of the posts that I've done in the past, that I've just been resharing some of my content from, like, my memories and a year ago. And, I think I've had some comments on some posts, and it's just like, okay, I get the truth of it, and then I know me though. I know me better than those people who make comments and judgments and criticisms. I know they have projected negative intent on me. And because I'm certain about the reasons why I do what I do, and I'm really comfortable with who I am, then I don't take that on board. I don't get triggered by it, because I've done that work, and I know me, and I know the reasons why I do what I do. And so I can see it and I can take it as feedback, and oftentimes in any critique, no matter where it's coming from a bad place, from a fear-driven place, or from a love-driven place, anywhere it's coming from, there's going to be some sort of element of truth that you can play with and work with. And so really just have gotten to a point where I'm just grateful for the feedback, and if it triggers me, that just shines light on the places where I can fast track my success and do some more growth. So you can't be, negative about that, right? So anyway, I think that my flight is probably boarding right now. I'm going to head back to Melbourne. My flight didn't get cancelled this time, so that's good news. But I'm hoping that this message is supporting you, and I'm totally wiped. I'm going to sleep like an absolute baby tonight after 2 massive days of loads of information gathering and implementation, and meeting some really fabulous people who are really doing some extraordinary things in the world that I can't wait to share more of with you. And definitely like 4 hours sleep for the last 2 or 3 nights. So I want to check in with you guys before I have to run off, but let me check in and say hi. Let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. I always love getting to connect with you guys. But I've got Madeline and Choppy and Jeannie and Judy and Nikki. Hello to you, beautiful. And Matthew's here as well. Hello. And Gary and Byron and Gamal. It is always amazing to watch you happy while talking. Have a nice day. Thank you so much, Gamal. I am happy. I'm super excited. So much learning, so much growth, totally living in my values. So super happy and always happy to see you, my friend. Great to have you back. And Paul's in the house. I love it. And beautiful Celine. Yay. And Rich is here. Cool. And Gamal, a constructive feedback is always beneficial. Absolutely. And it doesn't really matter where it comes from. Like, you can always get some value, but at the end of the day, we're just mirrors for other people, so when it's coming from a bad place, just use it to see if it's triggering you, if you've got some work to do then, but also just see that when you're not triggered, you can see where people's fears and insecurities and stuff come from, and you can just love them from afar, and then if you get the privilege that I have today, being with some of the most incredible coaches that I've gotten to work with, and get to work with them personally, and have the ability to cut out the personal element, the personal attack element, and just take it up and soak it up, and get that honest feedback from people who really want to see you succeed, and they're invested in that. Then just grab it as much as you can. But remember, you have to be coachable. And being coachable is all about, seeing that other person has some value and not getting defensive about it, taking the personal element out, and becoming your best self by implementing, their expertise. All right, I better run off because I don't want to miss my plane. But I so appreciate each and every one of you guys for joining me live and contributing, and drop me a comment, and I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. But so much love, and as always, guys, I'm sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I really do hope that it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, that you're doing something super empowering, and today's message has definitely served you. I am definitely going to sign off, but I'm sending you guys all of my love, and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. All right, much love.